Hello, everybody, and happy Easter. I have decided to just pre-record this as I've been doing my best to come live online and the internet connection keeps disappearing. So welcome to anybody who's watching now. I'm Sara Perry, psychic medium, and my website is www.saraperrypsychic.co.uk or .com if you would like a private reading after this vlog. There are lots of special offers on for readings as I want to do everything I can to support those or everybody in the world on lockdown and do whatever I can to offer guidance for all of you who are tuning in. So please do like and share and subscribe if you can. So the more people that are on board, the better, and the more I can give out the love. So I'm going to look today at what is going on at the weekend, and then afterwards I'm going to talk just a little bit about the new group I have created on Facebook if anybody's interested for spirit development and online workshops, which actually is the name of it, and the Uppercome Abundance course if you'd like to get involved. I am working on an awful lot of online workshops, free downloadables and that kind of thing, so that we can all get busy and get valuable and get the flow back into our lives during this restrictive and stagnant time. So what have we got for the weekend? Now I'm looking at my cubes here first. I'm going to have a look at those and then look at the cards. Things are going to be more expansive. I feel like people are going to be more open to inspiration, and I just get the sense the gods are up there sort of going, okay, look, we're going to give you a little bit of something now. For some people that have really been struggling, I am getting a lot of people sort of in an almost lockdown within themselves right now and avoiding wanting to deal with issues, avoiding wanting to face the reality of a situation. We're all being put into a place to feel our pain right now, or feel our deepest emotions, and allow ourselves to purge and release. The only way to move forwards is to allow all these suppressed feelings up, and it is a healing crisis in itself, okay? And it can be very uncomfortable. It can be, you know, we want to, our natural thing is to put up the resistance, because the last thing we want to do is feel trauma or upset or discomfort. But the guidance here and the message is to just allow that pain to come up, allow any emotions to come up, and just tell yourself, you know, when your head starts going, just say, okay, thank you very much, but you can stop that now, you know, let's move on. You know, I'm now in my space, you know, I tone down the voices, you know, and just get into the present, get into the moment, and look at what you've got around you. Become mindful in the moment, okay? And mindfulness is really as simple as just being aware of what is happening around you. For instance, I'm now looking at a screen and I can be mindful of the shape of the iPad I'm looking at. To my right, I've got some cards and they're yellow and red. You know, it's like just taking everything, you know, what shape something is, what form something is taking, how you're, you know, what maybe what emotions are coming up, and then just allow them to flow. It is a form of meditation, mindfulness, you know. It's like there's moving meditation, which is kind of mindfulness, you know. If you're just sort of washing up, you can be meditating because you're just focusing on the washing of a pan and what that's doing, and then things just float in and out, and answers come naturally then, okay, because there isn't any force. When we push something, we're restricting it. When we're holding on to something, we're restricting it. Everything needs to flow right now. And, you know, I don't know if anybody has really, you know, noticed that sense of being so much in the present and forgotten what day it is. That's a big sign of just being in the moment, because suddenly there isn't a schedule. There isn't anywhere we have to be. Nobody can tell us what we've got to do or not to do. We just do as we feel, okay? So, you know, some people are going to be really feeling it. Some people are going to be really expansive. I'm seeing a lot of passion being ignited, and these sudden ideas of like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to climb a mountain. Everything's going to be absolutely okay, you know. If you've got the love in your heart, feel the love, forgive, you know, let go of what has been or what is coming. You know, do you want to be happy? Simple as that. Do you want to feel happy right now? Well, the last thing you want to be doing is sitting around worrying about how you're going to react or what someone's going to say. If necessary, talk to them. You know, talk to the person and just say, this is how I was feeling. I want to thank you because those feelings came up inside me. And actually, it motivated me to do something that I really needed to do. Okay. How somebody takes that on is up to them. If you're doing it with love and kindness, then you've done everything right. Okay. If you're doing it, the thing is to do things without expectation. Expectation never brings what you know, the result that you're expecting. All right. Okay. So what have we got here? So I've got here energies from the past this week coming in. There's strength coming back. There's feelings of renewed motivation. Some people are going to be forwards further. Some people are going to be furthest back. Okay. So there's that sense of, are you going to, you know, you could be like finishing your best-selling novel. Somebody else could just be starting the idea, and somebody else could just be thinking, what could I do? Remember, we're all at different levels in our learning and different timing, and it's up to us how we move forwards. The situation we're in right now, the lockdown, is divine timing, because it's a divine timing for us all to redress. But how quickly we do that is up to us when we're ready. The thing is not to push yourself too hard, just allow. The moment you let go, the easier it's going to be. But then somebody could have already started their novel 6 months ago, and then this is the point where they get it finished. Okay, so do your best to look at you and not everybody else. Okay, there is a lot of strength. There is a feeling of preparation going into promotion. That's what they're saying. Okay, it's like the preparation for something better. We're being stopped to look at the details once more, to carefully consider our options before we make a long-term decision. Think that this next stage after this lockdown is about moving in to a long-term job, a new cycle of life, a new way of being, that we can be anybody we want to be, and this is how we want to be. If you wanted to revamp yourself, how do you want to do that? You know, do you want to change your job? Do you want to move house? Do you want to be in a partnership? You know, do you want to just move to the other side of the world? Where is this next cycle taking you? What do you want to be? Where would you want to be in the next 10 years? Or what do you want to be going for? What are your goals? And I just feel that, you know, we're in a very, very strong, powerful position. We're being put into the centre of ourselves so that we can do this. And there's more growth than you realise, okay? There is a lot more growth going to happen from this, a lot more ideas, a sense of clarity, a lot easier flow of abundance as well. And I feel like by the end of this lockdown, some people are going to realise what they've achieved is so much, and suddenly realise there's no need to battle. You know, there isn't any reason. Why have we been fighting so hard? Why have we been struggling so hard? The first part of this time, this crisis, this viral time, you could have been battling, worrying a lot. And I feel like worries they're floating around. The biggest stresses that we have, they're all being highlighted right now. So again, breathe into it, let them happen. Start using it in a creative way, looking at things positively and working on a sense of calm and peace in yourself. You have that ability to create that. Now, over the weekend, and this is the thing, I feel like after the weekend you're going to feel a lot stronger, you're going to feel a lot more in control, and again there could be some amazing things that are created. This is Easter weekend, this is when did he rise again? Monday, was it? I think is that so we've got that sense of renewal all around this energy, so really connect with that Easter energy. And for once it's not about the chocolate, it's not just about the Easter eggs. This is about, look at the spiritual side of it and what this can bring in. I'm being given the number 33, which is the Christ number, and it's like this is like the most powerful, loving, unconditional number and energy that you can tap into. The world is opening up this weekend. There's going to be lots of memories coming in. You may hear from someone you haven't heard from for a while. You may be tested with your biggest temptations. Okay, just be ready for that, because people will be reaching out. Let go of the anger. A new cycle is happening this weekend. This is what I feel. The number 17 is going to be very, very relevant as well for some people. the dates that's coming in. I am getting May the 17th again. I keep getting that, and I feel like that's going to bring big change. I was getting the 13th. It may have been delayed, or it may be slightly different with different countries, but I feel there's something coming around that time in May that is going to be a big change. The world is being pushed onto its axis right now. We're all being thrown over, and it's very likened to the Titanic. Okay, when everybody was being saved, or they're getting off the Titanic, and they thought, okay, that's it, and then suddenly the boat turned upside down. It's like the plans that we had before have changed. There was something wrong with the plan. There was an error in what we were doing. We were given this social networking opportunity, right? This wonderful field of social media that we're all now able to lock into, which would be far worse if we didn't have this. It would be much more isolated, okay? But then we would probably more likely just use our resources. But we were given this as an opportunity to expand and create and, do more with our lives. But what's happened is it's been taken and it's been modified and changed and misused. And so the universe has come along and said, right, enough is enough, You were given a wonderful gift, and it's like you've been given a magic wand and you've been misusing it. But something wasn't quite right. Something wasn't learned. There was an error of judgment. There was an error of communication. There was a misunderstanding here, which is exactly like with the Titanic. It was like the plans went through, but, it was the shape of the boat and the way it turned up, and suddenly everyone falls off. And that's what I see. It's like that's the world going shh. And suddenly everything comes crashing down and things will just be dissolved. And I'm seeing a great big silence coming for about 6 days, almost like this sense of rumbling. And I do see, and I'm really apologise for saying this, but I do see some other sort of thing, like a rippling through the earth coming, like another kind of earthquake or disaster coming not too far away. Every time I look at this, I see Italy. 1706 I'm getting as a date, which is really important, but which is obviously it's connected to somewhere. I'm also getting Valencia as well, which is just down the road to me. But there is this sense of this ripple and something splitting apart and moving and readjusting, and there's this like silence. I can see everyone going, they can almost hear this rumble happening, and it's coming. I think the 17th might be something connected to 2017 as well, where I foresaw this massive cleansing happened, and felt that's where it started. If you look in some of my old videos, you'll see that. So there is something really big changing. So this isn't just about saving yourself like on the Titanic. This is like that working together and not everybody fighting and screaming and panicking. This is about calm, collective. It's like if there's a fire or there's something. I know that the initial instinct is to flee, and to save ourselves. But what Spirit is saying is be calm and grounded and just float through this, and you will be okay. You'll come out. You're going to rise. You're going to ascend. There's going to be a lot of fateful things happening, something coming in September, mid-August to September, which is going to be relative to this. And I'm seeing some people rising to top. And it's interesting because I'm actually seeing people like, pop stars or reality stars, or, who we see as like idols. But at the end of the day, maybe they've got famous because of a show, or, I'm not saying that they haven't got talent, but maybe they're using that. They become celebrities by default in a way. And that, some of them suddenly coming into their own, and like I can see somebody going into politics of some kind and going, okay, I'm going to be a politician. I've realised that actually I'm going to do a doctorate in medicine or something like that. I'm seeing these things coming up where people are suddenly very inspired to push for their dreams, and realising what they've been doing was such a waste of their energy and their, it's like saying, well, I'm a great singer or I'm a great musician, but just earning money by not doing quality work. And this is what I'm saying, this time is about getting quality of what we've got. It's about pulling everything together, getting the nitty gritty, reworking something and make it really strong so that it just lasts. So take your time. And I'm telling myself this now, okay, because there was sort of this weird pressure I started putting on myself. So that's the question, how much pressure do you put on yourself? So I'm hoping this helps you for the week, and I hope this gives you some insight about what is going on. Please stay safe. Please listen. You know, you cannot see this virus. Just because you are unable to see it does not mean it's not there, and it's not growing, and it's not evolving, because I'll guarantee there's a new strain coming, and it is completely different. I'm actually seeing it affecting, I'm actually seeing a blindness happening, and I don't know if this is just people being blind to it, or that it's going to affect the eyes as well, but that's connected to the brain and the immune system too. It's going on a deeper level. I can see a guy who is a scientist who's researching this, and he's going to see this specifically and say there's a new strain out there and we're not seeing it. There seems to be a second level that is coming. It's something coming in October throughout December. So, you know, start working on your immune system now. Work on your nutrition, work on your well-being, because that will in effect help you create a better life for yourself, give yourself more chance, and also, like I say, give yourself, look at this as a practice go. If you're concerned about finances, start working with your passion, because that's what will bring you the abundance in the end. Which brings me to my abundance course. If you are interested in doing the abundance course, if you are lacking in self-worth right now, if you want some more confidence, if you want to understand where you want to go and you're not getting the focus right now, then do contact me. Get to my group on Facebook, which is, I've just got to check it because I only did it, Spirit in Development Online Workshops, and there is a big heart that is the logo and symbol. Just join. It is a private group. If there's something that you would like to learn as well, I'm doing Reiki courses online, or refresher courses for people as well, to help them build their business as a therapist, and also to help people develop their intuition. You know, some people have got these natural abilities but I just don't know where to put them, and that's where I can help you get the focus. That is one of my areas. And also check out my website and all the offers on there. Okay, so do contact me, do connect with me. It doesn't matter what part of the world you're in. I want to do some of these on live connections so that we can connect from all over the world. And like I say, some of it will just be downloadables as well, so you can do that in your own time. The most important thing right now is that you commit to yourself, you commit to all that you are, your whole being, and stop blaming yourself. Just forgive yourself for this time. Find that love, find that flow, and everything will just start happening. Anything is possible, guys. Please, if you enjoy this vlog, like, share and subscribe, and I will speak to you very soon. Take care. Bye.